So, it's that time of year again?
Yeah, the algae bloom is in full effect. Now, officials are telling people not to drink the water from Lake Erie because of what are called cyanotoxins from the cyanobacteria that cause the bloom.
This year's rainfall isn't going to help the situation either. The heavier rainfall has caused more of the runoff phosphorus to flow into the lake, which causes a larger, deadlier bloom.
So these cyanotoxins are very deadly for the environment. All of them can cause irritation to any exposed skin or tissue.
So families will want to stay away from swimming in Lake Erie because those effects are only the topical effects. If ingested, it can cause liver or nervous system problems.
Right here it says that about 64 million pounds of phosphorus flow into the lake each year. This is why the government has tried to limit the amount of fertilizer farmers can use.
With all the algae this causes, some areas of the lake experience eutrophication.
Yes, eutrophication is when all the nutrients in an area of water that have been used up, and this causes a dead zone in the area.
All this has quite the impact on businesses that work on or with Lake Erie. In 1 year alone, charter fishing groups saw a 25% drop in revenue, and in a few hours alone, the bloom had cost roughly $3,460.
Mom, I want some water.
I'm sorry, Jimmy, but the water still isn't safe. It's hot enough finding enough to boil, so I can't clean the dishes.
I'm going to turn on the news and see if they found a solution for this.
Scientists may have found the solution to the Lake Erie bloom.
Yes, they have a plan to release these snails called trochus snails. Apparently they eat cyanobacteria naturally and fit the pH and the temperature of the water during the time of the bloom.
So the people of Toledo and other cities along Lake Erie, you can now rest in peace knowing that it will not be long before you can drink the water again and the algae blooms will be a thing of the past.
Absolutely correct. Once the new organisms are introduced to the ecosystem, they will start to eat the algae, and the predators that will be introduced to prey on those organisms will keep populations under control. There will be, with this change, a lasting effect on the food web, of course.
All of my research over the past year has shown that the annual blooms are causing major damage to the ecosystem through eutrophication. That's a dead zone, if you didn't know that. I knew indeed. So yeah, a process called fish kill can and very well may happen in Lake Erie. This is when there is not enough oxygen and fish die and decompose, causing there to be less dissolved oxygen. The cycle repeats itself, so on and so forth, over and over again, till the end of time. You sure about that? I'm sure about it. It's my work. I'm thinking it may happen soon. Fish kills are not going to be fun if they're that big.
Okay, welcome back to Biomed Science News. This is Sean Bohr.
And this is Chris Perkins. Today, the Lake Erie community has received excellent news. A solution has been found to end the algal blooms on Lake Erie. But first, we're going to summarize the entire issue from start to finish.
Large amounts of phosphorus have been washed down from the farmlands into the Maui River, which ends up in Lake Erie. Now this phosphorus acts as a fertilizer for the algae, fuels its growth.
The algae, containing cyanotoxins and cyanobacteria, chokes the oxygen out of the food chain, then dies, releasing it into the atmosphere, not the food chain. This creates a dead zone. The algae is not eaten by anything in Lake Erie naturally.
And that is why scientists have decided to release trochus snails into the lake, an organism that naturally eats cyanobacteria. Through the adding of these to the ecosystem, the algae will finally have a consumer. That will continue up the food chain. Through years of this natural consumption, the algae will be eradicated. And if it does come back, it will not cause nearly as much harm.
That's it for now. Check back in soon for more Biomed Science news. Now, I'm gonna go get some water.
Have fun!